Hey, Shuckle King here. A quick update before we get into this video with Jolt. This is the battle for finals for DPL. I did not do a semifinals or a finals tiebreak watch. I had two people planned for it, but our schedules just didn't line up for either of those battles, and I really wanted to do it with those two people. I probably could have found other people, but I really didn't want to, and this is already behind anyways. So I feel like, I think Joel is probably the person you haven't heard from in the longest amount of time compared to the other two people I had lined up for those other two. But outside, Joel did the Twitch Battle League, but outside of that, it's been a while since you guys heard from Joel, so hopefully you guys will appreciate this one. And I definitely did want to get this battle up because we recorded this a while ago. Definitely want to shout out everyone that participated in this series: Maddie Brolick, Zazo, PokeAim, Vepsis, Gregulator, and Kaz. Great battlers right there. Really instrumental in the draft league format. So really thank everyone for participating in this and your support for the series. It was great, and it was a lot of fun doing this. So thank you guys. Hopefully I'll be able to do this for future DPLs. But yeah, let's get into this video with Jolt. Hey, what's up guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you finals for DPL. It's been quite the journey. I know some of these videos have been a little later than anticipated, but still should be a fun time. Hopefully this the person I got this week will be worth it. And it might be the final week. It's been quite the journey. But if we go to tiebreak, then maybe we'll have one more video. But anyway, who I got right now is the Season 1 winner, officially. In the record books forever for DPL Season 1. Season 3, they made playoffs and lost. They were in MPL when it was in the heyday, and they lost in TBL finals. You can go introduce yourself.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? This is Jolt, back from the grave, at least rarely. Excited to be here. So
out of the grave for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be resurrected anytime soon, but
I don't intend to.
But we got the ghostly image of Jolt. But yeah, if in case if anyone doesn't know you, it's what's probably been over a year since you've posted anything on the channel, right? So maybe people don't remember who you are.
Yeah, the people who've been around a while probably would know who I am, but yeah shoot, it's I couldn't even tell you. It's definitely been over a year. My last league. Kind of put it down like near I think 2021, maybe late 2020, something like that. But just found some other hobbies, found some other stuff to do. But yeah, no, it'll be fun to be back and look at some of these games and actually battle in a game with you. That will be a first in a long time. So make it easy, be gentle.
What was the last time you played like any Pokemon? Not even like Draft League, but like will you go on like Showdown and play Rand Bets, or not even that?
So today I played a couple games before this, so that I wasn't like totally dumpster fire.
You played in Gen 8 at least.
No, that was ORAS.
Oh wow.
So the only Gen 8 I did was at the very, very beginning. And that was with a league with Goldoa Dragon. I think it was within a couple months of the game coming out. And since then I haven't done anything organized. I think the World Cup season was the last thing I did that we were talking about earlier. And so it's been about that long.
Well, what have you been up to these last couple months? What's taking off of mind over months?
Well, I am engaged, so that's
congrats. That's pretty cool.
It turns out when you get a significant other in your life, it kind of takes a lot of your time. So that's been my biggest focus. But I've also been running like an eBay store for the Pokemon trading cards on the side. So that's been a fun hobby too, and pretty rewarding too. And it's kind of nice to make a little money for the effort you put in instead of just playing Pokemon and getting hacked and all that. So it's
you don't miss getting hacked.
I don't miss that one bit.
That's the fun part. Well, you gotta.
No.
You're not gonna do any like pack openings and stuff in the channel. You got to do stuff again for it.
Nah, probably not. I mean, shoot, stuff's getting cheap again, so maybe I could. But for a long time, though, I mean, I don't know how many of you or if anyone else watching this was following the TCG, but some of that stuff just got so expensive to even like buy a random pack from Walmart. Like you couldn't find that stuff.
Well,
like
In order to get it in Walmart, you got to line up in advance and have your elbows out, ready to go, elbow people out of the way.
Yeah, and the first person who's there just going to scoop it all up. It's crazy. It's not like that anymore, but like, yeah, it was like that for a long time.
Yeah, man, that's crazy time. Today they didn't even have limits, like one pack or like one box per person.
At first, I don't know if Walmart ever did. Actually, Target did that eventually, but
yeah, I heard Target did that. But yeah, man, that's crazy. But at least you're still doing Mon stuff a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'll always probably be tied to Mons one way or another. But yeah, just a video game I needed a break from indefinitely. So.
Well, yeah, at least I resurrected you. I was able to get you for at least one game. We're going to be looking at a game between Baby Eric and Aimel. Do you know either of these players?
I know Baby Eric pretty well. So, being a tournament host for a long time, I've seen both of these guys play. Don't remember very much about Aimel, aside from I know he typically did pretty well in tournaments. So, I'm sure he's going to be a strong opponent here for Baby Eric. And Baby Eric tends to like more... trying to remember. I thought he used to run a lot of kind of like bulky teams, which does make sense. I don't know if you're showing the matchup at this point, but it seems like the team that he is using is definitely more the bulky style, not so much centered around momentum, but more centered around kind of outlasting someone with bulk. So
exactly.
That's what I remember about Eric. So this should be a good matchup.
Yeah, and Aimel tends to run pretty wild sets. I'm in a league with him, and he's like trying to get to like top 10 kill leaders with XQ. Do you know what? I don't even know if you know what that mon is. It's the
What'd you call it?
SQ? Is that how you say it?
What I think it is. Is that like the I don't know, like bird looking ice thing?
Yes, it's the bird thing with like the big ice cube on its head.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does. I have no idea what it does. I just know it looks like
well, it has basically like Mimikyu's ability for physical attacks. So if it gets hit by a physical attack, it takes no damage. And then it switches into like a weaker but really fast form, kind of like Zenmo Darmanitan.
Huh.
And it has belly drum. So you can pull off like sub belly drum sets with it.
Interesting.
But I don't think it's like, I don't even know if it's ZU, which is below PU. So it's usually like not that high of a tiered mon, but he's making it work. But he's also
power to him.
Say it again.
I said more power to him. That's hard to do. If you're able to pull that off, props.
Yeah, I think he did a lot of work with Spectre too. And he's 6-1 this season, and 4-1 in ORAS. So he's doing pretty good. Baby Eric is currently 1-2 and played one game of ORAS, but I guess for playoffs, because it's 8 teams for playoffs instead of 7, I guess you need to have a little bit more of your depth to be playing. So I don't think he's been playing as much this season, but I guess when playoff time comes, Baby Eric will step in.
How big are the rosters? Is it 11 still?
Yeah, I think it's about 10 to 11. Let me see. So this is Wings of Wrath is the 3 seed, and they have Aimel. And then the 4 seed was Ghosting Majority. So the first seed is still never won DPL, which is kind of crazy. Ghosting Majority says 10 players, and Wings of Wrath, which is Aimel's team, has 8 players. But I think captains can play. I don't know if both can play. At least one of them can play.
Yeah, it's really interesting, though, because, I mean, when you think about it, because the normal seasons are 7v7, right? The normal games?
Yeah, normal 7-on-7.
Yeah. So, like, a 7-on-7 matchup is way different than an 8-on-8, too, right? So if you, like, draft your team, just kind of think back to when we were captains, you know? When you draft your team, you can be really top-heavy and be super good in 7-on-7, but then your advantage is definitely skewed when it's 8-on-8. So it kind of makes sense, honestly, that like the 1 seeds haven't been able to win. I mean, sure, it should happen eventually, but yeah, that's really interesting.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it's like a free slot, or close to it. If there's like a top 7 that are consistently performing, it's tough to throw in that 8th person, especially if you don't have the depth. And you also want good depth. You want people that you can rely on. So
the captain duo obviously makes a difference too sometimes.
Yeah, so Wings of Wrath has Rye and Sean. I don't know if you've heard of either of those players. They're
Rye.
both. You've probably heard of Rye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty well established. And Ghosty Majorities is Flying Bird and Blitz. You know Blitz, but I don't know if you know Flying Bird or not.
I know the Flying Bird.
You don't?
I know the Flying Bird. I've known him a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, I guess you would know him. Yeah, he's been around for a while. I don't really know him that well, but yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you would definitely know him. He was NPL, right?
In the NPL, yeah, with the NPL days.
Yep, so I don't know how much of an impact he is, but he is back. I think it's also like Howlett was helping this team on the side.
Okay. Yeah, no, the Flying Bird is known for like his team builds, at least when I knew him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably really good team support.
Yeah.
For that side, if I had to guess. Really creative.
Yeah, I don't know if he's actually played this season or not. But I guess if Blitz is there, he's going to probably play ORAS for the most part.
Yeah.
I know he has played. He's played a decent amount. He's 4-3, so he's played a decent amount this season. I mean, I don't really watch any games from DPL outside of the games I do for the week, just because I don't want to get spoiled about the results. So I just tell people to tell me what the good games are, and then I'll watch them after the fact.
Makes sense. You said Blitz was 4-3, or was that the Flying Bird?
No, the Flying Bird is 4-3.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I would have imagined Blitz would have been the more active player there, but I think it's only only one captain can play per week. Maybe for finals 2 can play, but
so it used to be. But
we were both co-captains season 3, and Blitz played, Jolt played like all the games. Maybe I played once or so, but I was fine with that. You got your ORAS wins in.
That's true.
What's your all-time record? You're in the 12th slot all-time for ORAS. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. And when I was playing, I was like number 1 or number 2, I think.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. You haven't played for 3 seasons, so.
It's been 3 seasons since then. Wow.
Well, this is season 6.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's gonna be.
That's how I've been.
Yeah, it's gonna be Gen 9, I guess, your next DPL. That's crazy.
Is Gen 9's this year, isn't it?
What do you mean? Of course it's November is when the game's
You act like I follow this stuff.
You don't know that much? Wow.
No, I kind of knew that.
Did you play Arceus or no?
No, I haven't played that yet.
I have not either, and I hardly know anything about the game. I have it. I'm gonna play it eventually, but
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, I heard it's good too. So, but it's like none of it really transferred into competitive, so I didn't really care about that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but anyway, let's I'll hop into my team builder, and then we'll get right into this battle. All right, here for the team overview with Baby Eric side against Aimel side. Not the biggest fan of this matchup. I think I said before I wasn't the biggest fan of Baby Eric's team. Like, pieces are fine, but there's nothing that really stands out. Round 2 Greninja seems kind of tough. Even though spikes are great, I still don't think it's that great, and I just don't like a lot of his. Like, Donphan is good for Gen 6, sure. I'm not a fan of Togekiss, Registeel, Ursaring, Venusaur. And like the Donphan, you're almost forced to be defensive to Rapid Spin for Charizard X because you don't want Mew to defog. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this team, but regardless, we have it for this mock. So a couple things that looked threatening. Azumarill. Offensively, it's tough, but it could also be bulky to take on the Charizard X. You could really go either way with that. Mega Medicham, I have a Mew, which you see here is going to be like a pseudo answer, and it's fine, but Mega Medicham's always tough to switch into. Tornadus, just U-turn momentum's going to be annoying to deal with. And Hydreigon just fires off pretty free moves. It could be coverage to hit the Togekiss, like Flash Cannon or something like that, but Togekiss plus Registeel should take on Hydreigon okay, but I have to figure out what moves it's going to have. So the first Pokemon I have here is Mew, physically defensive. This will take 2 Adamant Double Edges from Mega Medicham, and then I'll be able to recover on it, eventually kill with a Dazzling Gleam or do a lot of damage with Psychic, something on the lines of that. And Double Edge, you're going to be dealing yourself damage. I also had Speed Modest Nidoqueen with this set. Dazzling Gleam will hit the Hydreigon mainly. Psychic will hit basically everything else. I don't hit the clef key with this set. I'll will-o-wisp it. I have other things that hit the clef key, but outside of that, I don't have a whole lot for it. And I guess Mischievous can set up nasty plots on this set, annoyingly, but I should take one Hydreigon hit, unless it's like Specs or something like that, and kill in return. So the Mew set should be okay. Charizard is going to just break. I'm going to speed type Mega Medicham. I imagine it's probably going to be Adamant this game, because Mew's not going to run max speed, but in case it's not, I also had speed a Hydreigon with this, unless if it's Scarf, so I'm fine with this. Thunder Punch to deal nice damage to Azumarill, Dragon Claw plus Flare Blitz hitting everything else in the team, and Roosting to stay healthy. Next I have Togekiss, a defensive, again, also add speeds, modest Nidoqueen, which is great. Heal Bell for status affects my team. I do have Rest on the team. I could see Klefki being like Priority Toxic or Thunder Wave. So maybe making sure that I can remove those statuses from like a Mew or Greninja or Charizard would be great. And this can be annoying. Like this can set up on the Klefki at least somewhat. Klefki could set up spikes and such, but I can set up nasty plots if it Toxic's the way to beat me. I'm gonna have Heal Bell to negate it, add +6 Air Slash. It should break through Klefki. And like if it's Timid Nidoqueen, that's gonna be annoying. And I guess Mega Medicham like Thunder Punch or Poison Jab's gonna do a lot. Outside of that, nothing is gonna take it on that well. Gigalith is also a pretty good answer to this, but I'm bulky enough that unless if it's like super offensively invested, I could stall out Gigalith, Stone Edges plus Toxic, so that'd be great. Registeel is next. Special defensive to take on Torn, Hydreigon. Not really Nidoqueen, but mainly to Torn and Hydreigon. I could Toxic them, Seismic Toss the Klefki, unless if it's like a Rest Klefki. And then Rest Sleep Talk. I also have Heal Bell and a Togekiss to get rid of Rests. Just to stay healthy throughout this game, wear down threats. To eventually allow Charizard to deal massive damage or Greninja to deal massive damage. Donphan, another max special defensive wall. Hopefully I should be able to live 2 modest Ice Beams from Nidoqueen. I'm probably leading in this match if Nidoqueen comes, and just pressure with Earthquake plus Ice Shard. Would have been nice to have like Toxic or Knockoff on this set somewhere, but it should be okay. If it's like an Air Balloon Klefki, or if it's Magnet Rise, then Donphan is in trouble, but I have other mons to take it on. But hopefully I can make sure the Nidoqueen doesn't set up hazards like Toxic Spikes, so I don't have a grounded poison on this team. I didn't bring the Venusaur, so hopefully Donphan can prevent that. And last Pokemon is Greninja, Choice Specs. What did I consider? I considered Gunk Shot on this set to hit the Azumarill, but Scalds, if I get the burn, would be great, unless it's like a Facade Azumarill, and or Rest. And Hydro Pump should be doing pretty decent damage, unless it's bulky, which could definitely come, but hopefully I have outs for the Azumarill. But nothing I feel like really wants to take a Specs boosted water move, so that should be nice outside of the Hydreigon, and then I can pop that with an Ice Beam. So yeah, that's my team. We'll get right into this battle. Okay, so you brought all the threats, which is not too surprising. I honestly, I think low-key, any of the mons could have came on your side. Even Mischievous, I think, was not that bad, but probably more unlikely to come. But I thought Gigalith had a decent chance to come, just because it seems like a decent Charizard answer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see Mischievous. I thought that was kind of garbage, but Gigalith, it could have been a good Zard answer, but the issue is it's just it's dead, right? You bring it in, all you have to do is switch into, whatever you want, right? You can just switch into, I thought you might bring Venusaur, so I thought Venusaur would be a free switch in, or
yeah,
you can always go in a Mew and it's not threatened at all.
At least with Venusaur, it can't recover as well because of sand.
There's no sand.
What do you? Oh, wait. There's no sand in Gen 6 with Gigalith. Holy crap! Well,
I don't think so.
No, you're definitely right. Man, I totally forgot about that.
And Force is 30.
Oh, well, I'm stupid. I was prepping for a sand Gigalith. Well, that would have made my life a lot easier to prep for.
Yeah, so okay. We're kind of on the same page then with it being kind of without sand stream.
I shouldn't be that. That unaware about it, though. Oh my gosh, that's funny. But no, Mischievous. So I've been playing NUPL, which is like a Smogon tournament. Well, it's like Draft League, but for Smogon. They're never used here. So I play Gen 5, and Mischievous is like maybe a top 10 mon in the format. Just how it's like.
Oh, in UPL, I could see that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it becomes kind of a bulky ghost, which that's usually pretty good.
Yeah, especially against fighting types, it's pretty good. Unless it's like Banded Sock with Earthquake. But Mischievous usually runs max speed anyway. How do I want to lead this?
Are we starting, or what does
want to go? Yeah, well, yeah, you could click your stuff, and we'll talk about the match as we go. Right. So I've used this team once already. I believe it was against Kaz that I used this. I'm not a big fan of Baby Eric's team. That's shouldn't be that much for surprise based on how I was talking about it earlier, but it's like a little too bulky, and like it's like really relying on Charizard to win because I don't really like the other offensive threats. I guess that like Mew can do whatever you want, I guess, but
yeah, no, I agree. Kind of looking at that team too, it's kind of static, I think is the word I would use, and that was super predictable, by the way. I thought it was really, like a really kind of I'm gonna call it a static team. By that I mean it doesn't really have great like momentum options. Greninja and Mew both can, but it's not very common. And I guess Greninja, it's not very common on Mew at least. And I don't know. I think Zara does a lot better when it has ways to get free switch-ins, and this team doesn't really provide for that. So I thought it was kind of an awkward draft. Yeah,
no, I definitely agree with that. And like, I don't know, the removal's okay. It's not great. I mean, Mew is a great defogger, but if you're going to be forcing Mew defog, then like that's a win already. Like in theory, this team even has a Mischievous a spin block. Not that it's going to be super common, but it's an option.
Yeah, I really enjoy this team I'm using just because it kind of fits like a more typical momentum breaker, team mold. It's got double, huge power, pure power breakers, and then obviously it has the Hydreigon and the Torn T, both fantastic pivots, so and a bunch of hazards and stuff. So it's just like a really stereotypical momentum hazard breaker team. So I really like how this one was put together.
Yep. Yeah, Azumarill Medicham, that's like an interesting combo. They both kind of do pretty similar things, but it's still neat. Now, this Nidoqueen answers are not great.
Yeah. I kind of figured that Venusaur could be your best response to it potentially. But
I guess, but I don't know. That's pretty good damage.
Not bad. Nice citrus. I like that.
Yeah.
I would really like getting that thing chipped down too. There's really nothing that's going to be able to bring it back, and that pretty much puts it in Medicham range. So that's pretty.
Yeah, it's a pretty offensive Nidoqueen, but not the most. I think I'm fine with this. Don't kill. I'm fine with that. So you know what Rapid Spin does in Gen 8, right?
It gives you speed, doesn't it?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's pretty fun.
It's something. Oh, you got me there. Holy crap.
Got him. Got him good.
Now I bring in... What do I bring in? So what do I think your Nidoqueen set is? I think it's Life Orb.
Good luck. Good luck.
So... Do I think Mega Charizard could kill you? Probably.
What's the Mega rule, by the way? Is it first turn Mega, or is it
I
any turn?
can make whenever I want to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll bring this in. I think this should be able to get off a pretty big hit.
I'm guessing this is Torrent.
This is Torrent. Yep. Yeah, this is not a Battle Bond. It's, well, not Battle Bond, but Protean. Klefki's the answer, huh?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yes. Klefki is always the answer. Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, I'm not a fan of that.
I'm a big fan of that, thank you.
Not the greatest. Ooh, and a spike too.
Ooh, and a para?
You're gonna get a second spike? Man, that's brutal.
I could. Should I?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Seems nice.
Exactly, might as well.
I'll do this though. Just to make sure you know you can't do anything.
Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, this is not looking great, but I'm not too surprised either. Yeah, and this monster just comes in. What do I do here? Free switching. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a fast Nidoqueen.
Why am I faster than you? I think I was outpacing like Ursaring or something. I'm 268. I don't remember what I was trying to hit.
Yeah.
Must have been like Togekiss or Ursaring.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Dazzling Gleam, interesting.
Yeah. Might have predicted a switch in there or something. No heavy duty boots. Interesting.
That doesn't exist. What do you mean?
Okay, that's decent damage. That freed. Oh, Life Orb. Okay. I'm fine with that.
All right.
You'll make the play now. Oh, yes. Nice. Nah. Oh, the special defense.
I don't like that, though.
Why
I don't
not?
like that.
I'm fine with this.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
What, you
All
think?
right.
What, are you going to outspeed me with this, too?
Of course, Scarfed.
Crap. Are you? You might be.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't even know. Scarfed. That'd be pretty problematic.
Why would it be a Scarfed Ozzy, man? That's horrible.
You also revealed Lumberry.
I guess I could kind of spam Waterfall. I don't know.
Yeah. What's my water? Is it? Oh, Venusaur, I guess. That's a pretty good one.
I can almost just do that, can't I?
Nah, you don't want to do that, do you?
I could.
Don't. It'd be a lot easier if you just didn't do that.
I'll just go into this.
Ooh, the predictable U-turn. What do I do about it? Nothing. I think I'm fine with this. You took like a net of like 1%.
Yeah. So what's the play here?
I got 2. Debating which I wanted to. So I think both can be fine. Do I go into... How much bulk do I think you have on the Metacham?
Enough.
Enough? Ooh.
Enough.
I don't like the sound of that.
You know me, I like to run bulk on my breakers.
Yeah. Yeah, not a great spot. Oh wow, you're just giving me torrent like that. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Pick your sack.
But there's so many options. I'm just kidding. This is a pretty easy sack here.
Yeah. Yeah, torrent's not doing much. %43% that Grand would have fake out. Why is it doing that much? I don't like the sound of that.
Couldn't tell you. Man can only not have him protect now, though. If you have protect, then I'm screwed.
That would be not great for you. I think it's time to sack you off. You did your job, I guess. And now we'll bring in Mr. Demon.
That's kind of what it does.
Yeah.
It's demon-like things. I think you're scarred. No, you're leftovers. I already know that. Okay.
Yep. You should be able to take me out here. And stay in.
Yeah,
just go for a T-punch. You're fine.
I think.
Why are you going to sack this off?
I don't think I need this.
You say that now. How'd you know I was leftovers? Oh, that's tough. Yeah, I was not expecting like a fast Nido Queen. That definitely threw me off there. Was kind of banking on it not being so.
Yeah, I like to run speed on my Nido Queens usually, just because it has pretty good natural bulk already.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And I mean, that bulk is just a lot better, honestly, whenever you are able to outspeed some of those heavy breakers. So,
yeah.
All right, good. Let's switch in for this thing.
Yeah, that's game for sure.
You could easily beat Choppel Registeel, though, with counters, so...
No, you're fine. You got this.
Uh-huh.
Predicted.
Oh,
why did
we
you
live
eat
in
that hit? Why did you eat that? That's crazy. You're giving me a chance now. Good game.
Seismic toss.
Yeah, I can't do anything with this.
Where's your Choppleberry? What are you doing?
No Choppleberry. Drain punch makes sense. Didn't even have to risk high jump kick.
Yeah, I've had both, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting because I don't know. As soon as Mew gets weakened, there's like nothing you have for Metacham at all. So
yeah,
I would not. I mean, you already know that the game already happened. Is that right? So I don't know what happened with it.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't watch it beforehand, so.
Okay. So you haven't seen it. So yeah, I don't know because like Metacham should be able to win this game. You think it's got to be the win con on this side.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like the Mew can handle it at least somewhat. Like if you're like admin double edge, like that could do a KO though.
That's true. I think Tornadus is also a pretty big threat depending on the set. So mine was like a taunt set, like taunt Hurricane, and then I had Sleep Talk too, expecting Venusaur, but
Torn is solid just to shut down any like recovered Mew or something like that.
Yeah, that too, and like Registeel and stuff, because they didn't have to wait, so it'd be nice to shut down rocks and stuff. But between Torn and Medicham, I think both of those are really tough, and like Hazard Stack, really tough for Eric's team to handle. You think it's like the removal is just so pressured by this offense.
Yes. Yeah, like I could have ran Defog Mew over Dazzling Gleam, but that felt like pretty bad. I really only brought Donphan for spin. And it could kind of take Nidoqueen on somewhat, which like it was max best defensive, and Citrus.
Donphan would have been like a really good switch into Gigalith too. You know, if Gigalith was actually brought, Donphan was gonna abuse that too. So
yeah, but no sand makes Gigalith pretty tough.
Right. What did you not bring?
So I didn't bring the Ursaring or the Venusaur. Ursaring, I don't think I was really ever bringing this game because like if it's Guts, then like anything will revenge kill me. And if it's a quick feat, like you're probably gonna run Scarfy Dragon. You'll have fake out Medicham that'll rack up damage quick. You have Azumarill, Aqua Jet like to revenge, and Torn's just naturally faster. So like that felt pretty tough.
Yeah, if anything, I guess I might have brought Venusaur instead of Donphan. Just to help check Azu a little better, but like that's not going to help against Medicham at all. So.
Yeah, I mean, Venusaur is fine against Azu, but like Medicham, it gave like a free switch into. It didn't want to take on Torn. It let Klefki get up spikes pretty easily.
Yeah. I would be surprised if these aren't the 6 that come up on both sides, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so we can go hop into that game now and see what happens.
Okay. Oh, what do you know? Same teams except as a Gigalith. Why did he bring that? He brought that instead of...
All right, here we are. So, yeah, what's changed between the two teams here?
What is he missing here?
Who, on my side?
No, he didn't bring Nidoqueen.
Oh, yeah, no Nidoqueen. Wow.
Why? It's such a good matchup. All right.
I thought that was, like...
crazy.
Pretty close to a guarantee.
Yeah, that was the first Pokemon on my team. That's all I'm saying.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't Medicham, it was Nidoqueen. So that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Gigalith clearly the Zard check on.
Switch this. Yeah, no, I think so. Maybe like a rest. I didn't bring a Will-O-Wisp Zard, but I considered it. I just brought T-Punch.
Yeah, I do think Mew is a guarantee. It should be. I think that's the best set by far for Mew.
What is?
What was that?
What'd you say is the best Mew set?
Oh, I said Will-O-Wisp Mew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because it's good for Medicham, and his team just struggles so much to switch into burns. So even like Wisp on Zard, I think could be really good if you want a double burn going on.
And I don't think you bring I don't think you bring Mischievous for Heal Bell either. So like they're gonna stay.
No.
You could bring like Rest Azu or something or Facade. I mean, you don't want to waste Medicham on a Facade user. But,
yeah, definitely not when there's a Registeel right there.
Yeah, exactly. And you really don't have the... I mean, I guess Azu and Medicham handle Registeel fine, but... Like, Torn doesn't really want to, Hydreigon doesn't want to. And the other two can't do anything to it. I guess Gigalith can Earthquake it, but I don't know how much damage that's actually doing.
20%. I don't know. Gigalith is down, I think.
Gigalith has... It's good attack. It's not nothing.
Yeah.
So what do you think... what do you think are our leads?
I think Mew should be the lead on kind of like you led Mew as well, I believe. Like I think Mew is makes the most sense for Baby Eric's side.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the team build for Aimel. Like it depends on what his response is to Willow. So my thought was to lead with whatever can take a Willow and get me in a good position right away. But he might just decide to lead with momentum too. I could see the Hydreigon being a good lead. Out the Mew.
Yeah, I'm thinking Hydreigon might be the lead. Because I don't think, like, it wouldn't be Scarf, Dazzling Gleam, Mew, or something like that. That kind of seems crazy.
Yeah, I mean, unless he's scared of Hydreigon and wants to take pressure off of Togekiss, which I don't know, that's possible. But I just think, yeah, it's going to be kind of a support Mew and then probably Hydreigon lead. But I could see Azu too. Azu's pretty good against Mew if it needs to be. So
yeah,
something like that.
All right, so let's see what we got in this game. Azumarill lead. Okay, and is it going to be Mew? Greninja. Okay.
Greninja.
Yeah, so my Greninja was, I didn't even have Gunk Shot on it. It was Specs. Specs Hydro Pump and Scald Ice Beam U-Turn. But Gunk Shot could be a player, but that's not going to kill Azu.
Yeah, Gunk Shot's a possibility. Looking at the team structure, I could definitely see Gunk Shot on this. Since there's no Nidoqueen, I think it's actually more likely that this thing is carrying Gunk Shot to help against the Azu. But I don't really see that being the turn 1 play. I think
you probably
we might see a U-turn. Yeah, U-turn. Maybe a Spike if it's Focus Sashed.
Yeah, Spike is also a play.
There's no removal.
Yeah, that's true.
Sides.
What is removal on Aimel's team? Does he have any?
I don't think it had any.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of have to fight hazards with that team. So I would not be surprised to see a Toxic Spike even come out here if he brought it. I think that'd be really good.
That seems really, I don't know. I feel like Toxic Spike's probably not normally worth the slot with Nidoqueen, assumingly, just seeming like a really good matchup, but he didn't bring it.
Very true.
So that'd be great if he could get it off.
I'd say, yeah, Spike is the most likely play if it's on a U-turn. So there is the Spike coming out, and we see the Play Rough right away into a Focus Sap. Yep,
that hits everything super free. And if Aqua Jet comes off, I think you trade a Spike for killing the Gren. I think that's worth it.
Yeah, Gren's not going to be super useful anymore either, but you might be able to go into...
It isn't Torrent, for what it's worth.
Yeah. You can get that off against Klefki too if you want.
Yeah, exactly. So it's possible. Yeah, but Klefki can set up a Spike too, or just predicts the Gren to come in.
Yeah, I'd say the better play is probably to sack this off here because it's going to be tough to do anything. But
yeah, see if the Azumarill is banded, or I guess you wouldn't be able to tell what the set is honestly. You could if it Aqua Jets and it's not banded, but
yeah,
I don't even know what your switch-in is to Azu if it's not banded.
Taunt to prevent a belly drum, and we see the Power Up Punch. Is this the same Azumarill I brought? I also had that.
You had Power Up Punch?
Yeah. Yep. I was Play Rough, Ice Punch, Power Up Punch, and what was my last move? Can't remember. It wasn't a water move though.
Yeah, I don't think you really need it. Unless it was Jet. I mean, you see you didn't have Jet. Ice Punch, Power Up Punch, Play Rough.
I'll check.
It seems like a pretty good set. Superpower maybe to hit Registeel harder?
Knockoff.
Knockoff. Oh, yeah, you showed knockoff on the Mew. It did nothing, but...
It did the job.
Yeah, it did the job.
So that was the idea.
Yeah, and nothing's going to KO the Azumarill. Unless it Mew's like Will-O-Wisp, you're basically, at best you're taking a lot of damage on a second Mon, if not sacrificing another Mon to this Azumarill, like how do you answer this? Yeah, but I guess Eric, yeah. At least you get the taunt. Did you see Eric's name?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah, Registeel comes out.
Interesting.
What is that going to do?
Counter?
It could be counter.
This does feel like a counter. I mean, you could go for Rocks here, but this is a threat. I think you just counter on it right now if you have it.
Yeah, Rocks isn't bad, but you definitely need some damage on this. You can't let it take 2.5, 3 Mons just to get 2 layers of hazards up.
I don't see it the Azu switching out here either, but it does just go straight for the Stealth Rock on the Power Up Punch, and it is the Chople, no surprise.
It's also, at least, at worst, is a 0. They're both base 50 speed, so the Registeel is faster. So unless if it's 0 speed Azu, maybe there's speed in the Registeel.
Might be at speed tie, right?
Yeah, it might just be a speed tie at 0 speed.
Most people don't invest speed in Registeel, but who knows?
Yeah, I can
see it in this situation though.
Yeah. So let's see. Power Up Punch. I'm seeing I guess you can't really. You might be able to tell a little bit of the damage. So +1 Power Up Punch. Yeah, it's like a pretty defensive Registeel. Like, probably max defensive based on that damage.
Yeah, I would believe that.
Yeah.
I do think Aimel isn't going to switch out, though. I think he's committed now, so Registeel's most likely going to be thrown off the counter. I'd be shocked if this isn't a counter Registeel if it has Chopple.
Yeah, it's going to die to Superpower if the Azu has it. It's Power Up Punch, Play Rough. You probably want Ice Punch. Maybe it's Knockoff. I don't know if you need Knockoff. It could be Aqua Jet too for Zard, but it might just be like a designated lead Azu just to get as much damage off as possible early game. So like it could be Superpower to like get a hit off on Registeel if it's like lead rocks.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
And it just explodes.
All right.
That works as well.
Power Up Punch. So would have made Azu even stronger there. Make a really strong Aqua Jets.
Out now.
Yeah, I guess it's I imagine it's Aqua Jet Azu. So like Zard's not gonna want to take it, but it could take it. And probably kills with Thunder Punch.
I mean, honestly, if this is Adamant Zard, I wonder if Flare Blitz kills from here.
I doubt it. Unless it's like no bulk Azumarill, but I think it's probably max bulk if it lost 2 speed ties or Registeel.
Yeah.
How much does Explosion do?
Flare Blitz, Earthquake, Thunder Punch should cover the whole team, so this should be Thunder Punch Charizard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably... And it's actually like no attack Registeel, so, that's weird. But maybe it was like max HP, max speed. Yeah, Thunder Punch. Wow, that doesn't kill.
Rocky Helmet. That's dead. Oh, wow.
It's not dead either. Wow, that's quite the set.
It must be almost, I bet it's like 252 defense, 252 attack. Azu.
It might be. Like, not even HP investment.
Yeah.
Well, Thunder Punch normally does 64 min to max HP Azumarill.
Could even be just defensive, straight up.
It's like max HP, max defense Impish does 45 min.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like max defensive Azumarill with Power Up Punch.
That's crazy. Good prep. I like it.
Sure. So maybe it was a more offensive Registeel, and just Azumarill was just max defensive. So.
Yep.
That's interesting. I guess, like, you don't beat Mew versus that set, but everything else, like, Donphan doesn't want to take, like, you can set up Power Punches pretty easily on, like, a Donphan. Registeel you set up on, Greninja you set up on. Yeah, it's a cool set. Hopefully you have Aqua Jet here and pick up the kill. I imagine you do.
No, but the Flame Charge is actually... Never mind.
Could kill Rocky Helmet. Not even I guess an Earthquake or something. Flame Charge is great. Outspeed like a Scarf Hydreigon, which I think is a pretty good ring this game.
Yeah, so I guess depends on the Togekiss set at this point, but I don't know. Like, Mew could be something crazy, maybe.
It has to
I don't know how Eric has a chance, honestly. At this point, he's so far behind.
Like, is Donphan like Rock Polish Weakness Policy? With like Play Rough, Stone Edge, Earthquake? I don't even know if that does enough. Like, or Mew is like a crazy set, but like, you got your hazards up, but you traded 3 for 1 to get those hazards up. That seems like a pretty tough start there. We get
Donphan comes out right away.
Well, it isn't Rock's Donphan, so like.
True.
It's either spin and some other stuff, or it's like offensive. But
I could definitely see a Rock Polish Donphan here. I'm not sure if it's offensive, how well it would take a hit from this, though. Like just a Dark Pulse, even a Draco, whatever. Like, it's gonna take
a hit, but
not well. Like, enough to keep it out of fake out range is my thought, like, is it able to...
Oh, yeah, probably not. I don't think... Like, if you're an offensive Donphan, I don't think you're taking a Hydreigon. Even if it's, like, Choice Scarf Draco, it does, like, 70%. So you might be out of fake out range.
Draco does 70%?
Yeah, if it's just Scarf.
Oh, I figured it would do more than that.
Oh, nope. I have AV on the calc. Yeah, it kills.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I mean, it's not going to kill because it's sturdy, but like
Draco would be pretty risky though if it is a setup Mew, like a lump area setup Mew or something.
Yeah,
something's gonna have a lum, right? There's a clef key in the back.
Yeah, unless if you're, even if you're Killbit, that's not gonna help much because always gets the hazard or the status off before it dies.
Yeah.
Camus, Thunderwave, and Gen 6. Broken move. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, Togekiss is pretty safe switching.
Draco potentially? No, just straight up U-turn.
Okay, no rocks. And brings in Clef Key, for sure.
Key.
I guess Thunderwave is fine. You could also, you could Spike to like break Diamond Fan Sash or Sturdy.
Yeah.
Toxic is
You
also
might want to do that.
pretty free. Like Toxic will do the same thing if you have it. I don't know if it's gonna be.
You gotta be aware though too of the Fire Blast Togekiss. Not that unlikely here.
Well, that's not gonna kill. I don't think, unless it's like Specs or something.
No, it wouldn't kill, but it'll put it in Mew range too. So just trying to think, like, Mew's got to be the win con. Donphan might be, but surely it's Mew at this point.
Yeah.
If Mew's going to try to win with like some kind of setup variant, then like you need this thing weekend definitely, and you also need Gigalith weekend probably, unless you have recovery.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Klefki's health I think is pretty important.
I mean, what would be the Mew set that could win? Like Weakness Policy and Rock Polish.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's got to be like a speed boosting one with Stab, and then Fire Blast, Dazzling Gleam, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that could work. Maybe a Cosmic Power Mew set with like Fairy and Fire coverage.
Yeah, that could work.
It could work. That seems
Fairy
crazy
coverage.
too.
Yeah, that's a good combo here. So
yeah,
that wouldn't hit Nidoqueen though. So most likely it's got Psychic.
Yeah.
Donphan does come in here, and we see the Toxic.
So Toxic. Yeah, Toxic is Toxic was definitely the play. It breaks the Sturdy and makes sure the Togekiss doesn't win. But if you Fire Blast and take a ton of damage, then you might let the Mew set up in the future. But maybe it could still be out of range of rocks and Spike switch in and get a Toxic off later. So maybe that seemed like a fine play.
I wonder if this is like a dual status Klefki too.
Yeah,
you gotta think T-Wave on it as well.
Oh yeah, I think T-Wave is definitely pretty solid to like make sure Charizard doesn't win, or even like a Sunny Day Venusaur or something like that.
Back into Mew. Reflect. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Probably not expecting. I don't think you reflect there if you expect the Mew to come out, or. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what the
Medicham comes in, though. I mean, not Medicham on this. Probably Hydreigon could come in and chew any hit if it wants to.
Yeah.
If it's not choice locked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not going to chew a Dazzling Gleam, but I don't know.
It's not.
You hard to go for it now. I guess you probably Light Screen, right? If you're to Clef, or I guess you Toxic. You Toxic the Mew.
I would Toxic first, for sure.
Yeah. It's also Leftovers Reflect. And yeah, so I guess maybe it's Reflect plus Toxic just to like as a way to beat Charizard. Okay. Nasty plot.
The plot, yeah. This is gonna get a kill. Minimum 1, probably 2.
Yeah, Fire Blast is yeah, depends how aggressive you want to be to switch into Hydreigon, but Hydreigon's not gonna kill with a Dark Pulse.
It won't kill with Scarf Dark Pulse, most likely. If there's no bulk though, can it die?
I don't think so. If you get the flinch, maybe.
That's true.
Let's see.
That chance.
Mew. Yeah, I'm pretty confident it will live even if it's no bulk, it'll live a Hydreigon Dark Pulse. But it'll take a lot from it. Dark Pulse does 89% max to like no bulk Mew.
But if he gets a Toxic off though.
Yeah, you get a Toxic off, and I think that's fine. Like, and you could just go into Hydreigon and Dark Pulse it then. But I mean, Mew or Togekiss can come out on that. But I think you definitely want to get a Toxic on the Mew if you're to Klefki. Like, I think you're fine sacking it at this rate.
The Lum area probably is. The Mist Toxic? Wow, that's okay.
It lives though. Fire Blast would have killed if it hit.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I guess that would be when you wanted to have Fire Blast, but wow, I can't believe that one missed. Wow. That was almost game changing. I don't know. Yeah. So you still have another chance here at the Toxic.
And you hit it. Okay.
You hit this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been quite something. If I think Baby Eric has a decent chance if he kills with the flamethrower there. Like that would have been. You have to sack at least another Mon to the Mew.
Hey, there's still a chance though. Togekiss is carrying Heal Bell, right? So
yeah, for sure.
A couple Toxics can go away. Hydreigon kind of has to come out here, so it's almost a 50-50 prediction. I mean, I think Eric kind of has to switch Mew into Kiss if Hydreigon comes out, but
yeah, I don't think you have a choice either.
Yeah.
Dark Pulse. That does not a lot of damage. It's probably like max HP Mew or something. Yeah, max HP. Okay. I don't know how much Flamethrower did to Klefki, but okay. So just nasty flat 3 attacks.
Donphan just became a much bigger threat now too, didn't it?
Yeah. Like especially like Stone Edge or Head Smash. Like,
yeah.
That's doing damage to Torn if it gets a Rock Polish off. Especially. But especially because it's it is toxic, so it could die to a hit. But I don't think it takes a Hurricane, I'd imagine.
It should, yeah, it should take one.
Yeah, it depends on the Tornado spread, I guess. Like, Life Orb would kill, but not Life Orb wouldn't kill.
Yeah. Well, then you got to hit Hurricanes too, though. So I don't know. I'd say this isn't quite over. That it comes out the knockoff, and we do not see the Life Orb.
Okay. Donphan is out.
Straight out. Interesting.
What do you go for if you're the Donphan?
What's he revealed? Anything?
Nothing.
I mean, there's no real reason to go for Polish here because I mean, you'll take a Hurricane probably, and then you'll take Fake Out. So I mean, if you have Stone Edge, you probably have to go for it here.
Yeah, or do you make a crazy play and go for like Play Rough, or I guess even Earthquake, like predicting the Medicham to come in.
Good. Do you have to? Kinda. Maybe. If he thinks he's going to U-turn, I think Earthquake's probably the play.
Yeah, Play Rough's a pretty decent middle ground. Like, that'll kill the Medicham. And, like, it might bring the Tornadus in range. It depends on how much attack you have on the Donphan. Play Rough and Ice Shard's not going to kill.
Yeah.
It's a low chance. It depends if it's bulky or not. If it's not bulky, it probably will. If it's, like, a bulky Torn, then it'll take Play Rough and Ice Shard.
Huh. I think if I were Aimel, is that Aimel or Aimel? If I were him, I would probably be going for a U-turn here. It's a 50-50 really, but I'd probably be going for a U-turn here because, well,
it's a tough play.
Actually, no, I would be going for Hurricane here because if you weaken Donphan, Medicham wins probably.
Yeah. And you have
and be Togekiss, Gigalith, Walls, Togekiss. So I think Hurricane's the play.
Yeah, I think so.
So Donphan probably has to try to kill this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you Hurricane here. Yeah, I would Hurricane. I'm thinking. I think you Hurricane, and I think you Play Rough if you have it. If you don't have it, that's tough. I almost feel like you have to have it. It hits Hydreigon, hits Medicham on like a Torn predict like this.
I think Togekiss there instead of Donphan, personally.
If you didn't have Play Rough?
I think either way. I think that Togekiss was a better play in that situation than going Donphan. Because Togekiss, I mean, you don't put yourself in this, like, basically game-deciding 50-50.
Yeah, but you always go into Gigalith if the Togekiss comes out.
Yeah, but then you can try to pull a double there if you want to, right?
Yeah.
Get yourself in a better position.
Like double into Donphan as he goes into Gigalith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But you're also getting weakened by Toxic staying in. And especially if it's that Fake Out Medicham, it'll probably put you in a nice punch range. But I don't know. Let's see. Switches down to Medicham. You go for Play Rough? You go into Earthquake? Stone Edge. Okay.
Ooh, Straight to the edge.
Made the safe play, or Typho was in front of him. I don't know. I would have gone play rough if I were in the Dolphin slot or Earthquake.
Has that Tornado switched up moves by chance?
It hasn't.
I wonder if that's a Scarf
knockoff for Greninja and Charizard.
I think it's Scarf mixed actually for both Greninja and +1 Charizard. And I think knockoff is tech.
Huh, that's interesting.
Because it's not T-Wave Klefki, presumably, right? So I think that makes sense.
Yeah, some type of speed control. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Huh, I didn't really think about that, but no, that definitely makes sense. But Metacham's out, and it probably clicks Ice Punch for free. I mean, you died a Donphan Earthquake, but I think you're fine with that. I would just go for Ice Punch here.
Recover.
I mean, that's fine. I guess.
What if this is Scarf Togekiss?
Yeah, if it's Scarf Togekiss, then like Ice Punch would have done a ton of damage.
I mean, Scarf Togekiss can just win too.
I mean, that wins no matter what. But I mean, Gigalith's a free switch in, but do you predict the double switch here? Nope. Dazzling Gleam crit.
I think this is a Scarf Togekiss.
Is it Scarf Super Luck Togekiss?
No way.
It just got the crit. No. It got the crit. Aimel also has 15 seconds left.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah. So timer has won at least 5 games so far.
Nice.
Because people are playing with timer and losing the timer more now.
That is funny.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, that's good. It should have always been enforced.
Yeah, exactly. So I think as long as one person wants it, then it's allowed. So that's definitely, I think it's a good thing. I'm used to playing under pressure, playing in Smogon, but
yeah, same. Or it was, you know how it is. Yeah. Okay, so Togekiss can really just spam.
It just spams Dazzling Gleam. Is it? It has to be Scarf Super Luck.
It can be Scarf Serene Grace too.
It could be. It got the crit though. It has to be Super Luck. There's no way you get the crit. No, it definitely could be. But well, do you think Gigalith is Custap? I'm guessing not. I don't know. It might be. Do we see if it's leftovers or not? It's not leftovers. Well, we're seeing.
There it is.
I think there could have been a chance, but I think if you're, would you have switched out there to Donphan? Would you have risked the Custap area or no? I feel like I would have switched to Donphan there.
Well, you risk the Resto Chesto, which is more likely, I think.
You think Resto Chesto is more likely?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I probably would have switched to Donphan and thought it was Custap because I don't think you still revenge it. I guess Earthquake won't kill after the fact if it rests, and just Togekiss comes in and Dazzling Gleams anyway. But I think that's your win con, just killing with Dazzling Gleam Togekiss. Because I don't think Torn's not going to kill you in one hit, unless it's Scarfed.
Well, if it's Scarf and knocks off your Scarf, then you might lose to Metacham. That's the problem. So you almost have to go Donphan and try to force out Torn, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, Torn comes out. Yeah, do you think it's going to just knock off here?
I would. And if it's Scarf, I would. Yeah, that's a threat.
Yeah, it's actually no drawback, because I don't think even a crit Dazzling Gleam's going to kill if it is this set. And then an Air Slash into Ice Punch from Metacham should kill, but then you lose the Don. It depends on what the spread of Donphan. If it's max attack, then Metacham doesn't beat Donphan. So I don't think Metacham kills Donphan with one hit.
But if it's more offensive, it sure might.
I guess it is 100 attack, pure power. Oh, high jump kick does a lot. Even to max HP, you probably kill with high jump kick.
70, doesn't it? 70 plus to defensive Donphan?
It does a decent amount, yeah. Huh, yeah. If it's high jump kick. But yeah. I guess it all depends there. Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to go Donphan here.
Picking the knockoff? Yeah.
Yeah.
That did AV.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, if you're rocking the
that did
play rough
too.
now, go for it.
Yeah. I feel like you would have just gone for it earlier, though. But, I guess it's because if you know you can take the Torn hit, I guess there's really not much of a drawback just going for Stone Edge and just guaranteeing to kill the Torn, knowing that later you have the play to make play rough. But now, if you're Aimel, you have to think that the Donphan is play rough. I'm going to just go for it. So
I think this might be the 50-50 for the game, actually.
Yeah.
Because Aimel either predicts the play rough. Let me think.
And this is that damage from knockoff is like 0 attack.
If it's Torn. Choice lock, though, you almost have to switch. Oof.
Choice lock Torn?
Yeah, if it's choice locked Torn, you almost have to switch out and hope that.
Or you knock off the Togekiss item, but I guess Metacham's probably not in range of killing with Ice Punch.
It probably 96. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, bringing it down to like maybe 85, 80%.
Huh.
That might be enough if it's like offensive Togekiss.
I think it does. If it's adamant, I think it does around 80.
Yeah, it does about 80. If it's max HP. If it's less than that, it kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tough call. If I'm the Donphan here, I think I go for play rough, though. Oh, it really depends if the Togekiss is scarfed or not. If it's...
Yeah, if I'm Donphan, I do not let Metacham come in. If Metacham comes in, I think and Torn's still alive, I think it's game over.
Yeah.
So I think you have to play rough.
Yeah. Or if you don't have it, you Earthquake here. I guess so, right?
You don't have it? Yeah, because you can't. Same logic. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. If it's AV, it's probably, and we've seen Stone Edge, which will hit the Torn. It's Earthquake for sure. Play rough Ice Shard and no Rapid Spin. Especially,
that's possible.
That could be possible. That's like, and maybe it's Taunt Gren and only preventing one spike up the whole game, and like that's the purpose of it.
I think it's no Ice Shard, honestly. I think it's probably Rapid Spin, Earthquake, play rough, Stone Edge.
It could be no Ice Shard, but yeah, it's probably no Ice Shard. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Let's see, Metachan comes out.
Tries to come in, and are we gonna see it?
Stone Edge and a miss. That's pretty unfortunate.
So I don't think that miss will matter in the end.
No, I don't think so. But Stone Edge.
That was I think you needed that because now, Ice Punch is free. If something dies, it's pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, not over actually. Togekiss can still come back and win this.
If it's scarfed, if it's scarfed, it can always win.
If it's scarfed, no, because if it's scarfed, it doesn't, because all he has to do is go into Tornadus on the Togekiss and take one hit, which it will, and then it can outspeed and knock off, and then Metacham wins. Right? So.
Well, no, you let the Donphan die here, then you bring in Metacham, and then what do?
Yeah, no, so Donphan goes down here to Metacham, Togekiss comes in, right?
Yeah.
Then Aimel just goes into Torn, because it's still pretty healthy. And it can take any one hit, and then it'll outspeed Togekiss on the next turn, knock off, Cham comes back in and kills it.
Well, that's assuming that it's Scarf Torn, right? If it's Scarf Togekiss.
I'm under that assumption right now. Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's not Scarf Torn, I think it's over.
Yeah. Or Air Slash just might not to a KO the Torn either. Depends how bulky it is, too.
That is true.
Yeah, I think Donphan is dead here, though. But
yes, agreed.
Double Edge.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it's adamant Double Edge to a KO to Mew. Alright, let's see it. Air Slash.
Stayed in.
Well, yeah, so I guess the Torn isn't scarfed?
Either that or it's a misplay. We'll see.
I mean, it could definitely be a misplay. Aimel has 20 seconds left. Maybe just banking on that it wasn't scarfed? I feel like Torn was still fine there. I guess it really depends how much damage does Togekiss do to Torn. We don't know. Do we know the item? We don't know if it's AV yet. I mean, Air Slash might be a KO on the Torn depending on the spread. So maybe he figured he didn't have.
Though.
Yeah.
Because you'd risk missing and maybe he thought that Dazzling Gleam might not kill if it is an AV torn. I guess, I don't know. It could be AV. It's still possible. Nope, it's not scarfed.
Knocks off. Well, it's obviously not scarf torn, but yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I kind of liked your theory of scarf torn there, but maybe it was dual status Klefki.
Yeah, it must be dual status Klefki, and like Azumarill is obviously a Zard check too. So
yeah,
and there's still
it's not really I guess it's kind of if you were leading a Azumarill, maybe it's not even designed to be a Zard check.
Maybe. I mean, it's still Rocky Helmet, Max Defense. Like, I don't know what else that'd be for.
Yeah, that's fair. But, yeah, no, I think Togekiss wins, right? Unless you get confusions. Or, like, with Hurricane.
Yeah.
Or Air Slash misses. Nah, this is a close one. Let's see. Hurricane?
No way. No way. No way!
Oh, he missed.
Oh, that's funny.
And that's a game wins. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Those last 2 turns really sum up Pokemon. You know? That's just Pokemon right there.
You don't miss it?
I don't miss it one bit.
Oh my gosh. Man. That's great. I guess no Air Slash. Knock off Hurricane, U-turn.
Huh.
Maybe Taunt or Focus Blast or something.
We didn't learn what the Torn set was, did we?
No.
Like the item?
It looks like it's either max HP or like, is it no HP Assault Vest?
I don't think it's AV. That didn't look like AV damage.
No, it's not AV. It's probably like max HP. How much did it do? 50% with Hurricane? That's like a lot of damage, but it...
Maybe Skyplate, maybe.
It didn't take a lot of damage.
Is that AV damage from offensive Togekiss?
To no bulk torn, Air Slash does 34%. So, like, if it's AV. So it's like, it has to be like...
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's like a... Is it Choice Specs? Modest does 49%. That's max HP. That's max. It's not max HP Togekiss.
I think it is AV Torn then, because that would be the check to Greninja if Azumarill was weakened. Because nothing else really switches into Greninja.
I don't think it's... Unless if it's modest Togekiss, it would have done 37%. It could be 37% based on that 38 from Air Slash. That could have been like a max roll. But Torn's not...
Yes, you can be modest too.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll outspeed Torn. And like Torn... But Torn's not going to run a lot of... It's going to run some bulk because it's not going to outspeed Gren. And the next speed tier is Charizard, so you could probably run like a lot of bulk on the Charizard. Or on the Torn and still outspeed Charizard at +0. Unless you want to outspeed like a Ursaring or something like that.
Right, that's what I outsped with mine, I believe was Ursaring.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're not outpacing Ursaring, you can go all the way down to the base 100 and that gives you a ton of bulk. So that's might be what we're looking at there, something along those lines.
Yeah, maybe.
Game, though. That was different.
I mean, when do we think Baby Eric had a chance to win? Like maybe in the last 5 turns or so. Like, probably this point here, getting the crit into Gigalith.
Yeah,
Do you think it was super luck, or do you think it's just Dazzling Gleam and got a crit anyway?
I think it just got a crit.
I think I'm on the hype train that it was super luck. That's funny.
I'm not sure I've ever seen someone intentionally run super luck Togekiss.
I'm sure you've seen Hustle.
I've seen Hustle. Yes.
Yeah, super luck. I don't know, but that was a good game for finals. And this game, I don't think it was the deciding game, but the series ended 4-4. All of the semifinals games were like blowouts series. with the lower seed winning. This went to tiebreak, so we're gonna have 3 games finals tiebreak after this, and Baby Eric is playing in it, which kind of seems surprising considering he only played like 2 or 3 games in the regular season. And Aimel's not playing in it, which also seems weird because he was 6-1 going into this game. But
might have been tilted after that too.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair.
That.
Man, I can't believe Baby Eric pulled that off. This was worth it, right? Yeah, after like a year out of months, this is a pretty fun game.
Yeah, to come back and just be totally reaffirmed as to why I stopped playing.
Yeah, that's definitely fair.
Love it.
Yeah, well, if people want to check out what you've done in the past, there's TheTokenMinorities is still up there. Is Goldoa only posting on his channel now? He's not posting on that channel, right?
Right, I don't think anyone's posting on TTM now, but Goldoa would have his channel, so definitely, check his stuff out if he's still uploading stuff. He's a good guy, good content, so you'll enjoy that.
Yeah, he's doing, he does a lot more of the Twitch stuff. He's like the leader in Twitch Pokemon Draft League. He did a tournament a couple months ago, and I did that, and that was a fun time. Yeah,
I did. I helped him out with something on that too for commentary side. So.
Oh yes,
That's something pretty cool too. He's been doing.
Get your mons fixed in once every like 3 or 4 months. Not playing. Well, you played in one, so that was also a plus. And it's fun. It's fun to watch the games, not have any pressure, and just watch other people have to deal with the pressure.
It's also kind of fun too, like when I was building the team for this mock, kind of just thinking, this doesn't really matter. I can just screw around, throw stuff together, and it'll probably be all right. It's a lot less stressful.
Yeah, there you go too. But yeah, thank you so much, Joel, for coming on for this fun time.
Yeah, for sure. Good times.
Yeah. Until next time. Later, guys.